For someone coming from Nigeria, that weather was cold. Okay, when you look at your weather app, you're like, okay, that's not what I thought I was gonna see. I don't like those type of shock. Please unshock me with that. Yeah. Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Chine. Here on my channel I share little bits of my life in Canada and everything I get up to. Consider subscribing to my channel. While you're here, make sure you watch my other videos because they got vibes and fun and everything in between. Today is another sit down video, and today I want to share all those shock me moments with you guys.
He shock you.
You know, the things that really shocked me when I came into this country. This is part of the series that I told you guys about in my last sit down video that I want to share, you know, just to kind of mark my 1 year in Canada. I want to share a few of these things with you. So I'm starting with this one. If this is something you're interested in, make sure you watch to the end. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Like, just do that now so we don't have to kill time. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go. So you guys, when I say it shocked me, I legit mean it shocked me. As in, some of these things, I'm like, really? Those are like my reactions, or my first reaction when I heard about them or saw them happen. I really held back on making this video, especially since I came here. I've seen a couple of them, you know, I've seen a couple of people post things like this, but I wanted to experience all the seasons. Do you get? I wanted to experience winter, summer, fall, spring all together and just like gather things all together and then make this video. Hope that makes sense. I have my phone here, so I'm going to be reading out from my phone some of the shocking moments and shocking observations and the shocks of Canada to me. The first, which is a no-brainer, is the cold of Canada. Oh, Canada now to pieces, you guys. Okay, so basically, when I landed, when I first got here, like when I landed, you know, inside of the airport, I didn't wear my winter jacket that I had with me. I just wore my hoodie that I was wearing because inside the airport was actually heated up. I didn't know that. I felt, oh, that's how outside was. That's how I went to do odeshi after I grabbed my bags and everything, and I was not going out. Immediately I opened the door and stepped out. You guys, I kid you not, I stepped out and stepped back in. Step in the name of God. You know that dance they do this way? That was exactly what I did. I stepped out and went right back into the airport because I was like, what just hit me? It was cold, you guys. And that cold it wasn't winter. I didn't come in winter. I came in spring. Yes, April was spring. But it was cold. For someone coming from Nigeria, that weather was cold. Okay. So I went back in, had to summon the courage and the energy to come out and now meet the cold with full force. By then I think I wore my jacket, I can't even remember. But yeah, Canada cold is cold. And this is even for spring. Now when it came to winter, oh god, you guys know my winter experience because even in winter I was pregnant. So I had 1001 reason to be outdoors every other day of the week. Either I'm going for hospital checkup or something, and the cold was colding, you guys. It was really something. So Canada cold is definitely number one for me. Yeah. And then the second one is daylight saving time. Well, when that first happened, I'm like, okay, so somebody will just sit and just go and turn clock. All of us will follow the person and turn clock and say we are removing 1 hour, we are adding 1 hour to our time. I was like, so are we a joke to all of you people? Why would somebody do something like that? But at least when the time went, like added 1 more hour, I enjoyed it because it gave me 1 more hour to sleep that day. I think that day was a Sunday. It usually happens on a Sunday. Okay, so for those who don't know, daylight saving time is just like a way they set the time to go 1 hour ahead when the weather is warming up. It goes 1 hour ahead, and then when it's cooler sometime in fall, it's also set to go 1 hour back or 1 hour behind. This like to help balance the day and night time, like to help balance when the day gets dark, because when the days get warmer, darkness comes much later. So taking it forward kind of helps, you know, balance that. I hope you get what I'm explaining. So yeah, anyways, that's what daylight saving time is. Next is snow. I'm going to put it this way: snow does not equal cold. Repeat after me. Snow does not equal cold. So by this I mean it could be snowing cats, rats, dogs, sheep, lambs, but it still does not mean it's that cold. It's not that cold, because in winter we had a day that we were having like minus 23, 24 degrees and not a single snow dropped on the ground. Meanwhile, on days that it snowed, it didn't get colder than minus 11, minus 12. Do you get? So we've had colder days when it didn't snow. So basically, that is snowing doesn't mean, oh, it's chilly, it's freezing, everywhere is no, that is not how it is. So it can snow a lot and the temperature could even be -1, it could be 0 itself, it could be 0 degrees, you guys, or it could even not snow and the temperature is way low. Then whenever I don't see snow, I'm like, oh, I'm relieved. But when you step outside or when you look at your weather app, you're like, okay, that's not what I thought I was gonna see. The next one, just, you know, still on the cold ish. The cold weather is not easy to get used to, you guys. It's not easy. I'm actually thankful I came here in spring, because I was able to, my body was able to gradually adapt from spring to summer to fall and then to proper winter. Because if I came in winter, I'm not sure I know how I would have coped though. Not like I've never hated cold. I mean, I liked a cool area because basically, you know, you guys know our Nigerian weather is generally very hot. So being in a cool place is good. I mean, I like it. But Canada cold is not something you get used to. It's not something you say, oh, okay, yesterday was -1. I was able to wear just one hoodie or one jacket and step out. Tomorrow it may not feel that way because it could be more windy, and the more windy it is, the more you feel the cold. You get me, yeah? And the next one, this one shocked me because now from Lagos I come, when I realized that there were no car horns. Well, almost non-existent. Like, you could be driving on the road and you wouldn't hear anybody honking anything. You guys know Lagos now. Person whenever reach you, still there for that, just already honking, trying to confuse you. But not here. Here in Canada, everybody just drives as if everybody behaves. It's not as if they actually behave, you know. Everybody following the traffic rule, following the road signs, just driving jejely. If you get to where you have to be on the speed lane and hit your speed, they do that. If you get to where you have to drive at a lower speed, you do that. Like, nobody using horn to confuse anybody here at all. I really like it though. I've known peace when it comes to that horn part. I'm telling you guys, I've known peace. The next thing on my list here is crossing the road and not running. I'm going to say this again: crossing the road and not running. Again, someone coming from Lagos, it is the road users, that's the drivers and all that, and them get road. So you cannot be crossing the road. You have to run for your life. Even if the traffic light is red, you have to run for your life, because someone from somewhere may want to do Oshishko or want to do ITK, and then they'll clear your leg from the road. So anyways, knowing that from Lagos, the first few times that when I just got here, I used to go out for a walk. My husband and I, we used to go out for a walk. And the first day that we were crossing, you know, first we had to wait for the, you know, the light to show cross. And then I picked it up, like literally, well, not running, but I was jogging. You know how you jog across quickly in Lagos? That's the same way I was trying to do it. I'm sure it looked funny to people driving because I should have just been crossing, right? And just second to that, here in Canada, when you're walking, especially maybe in a mall or in a parking lot, you're a pedestrian, you're on foot, and someone is driving and you're crossing the road, the person will definitely wait for you. So if the car is coming and they see you that is on foot coming, they slow down, they wait for you to cross, and you cross. That one also took me some time getting used to, because I always felt the need if I see the car to run, because if it jam you, that kind of thing, you don't know if the person's brake is working, and I'm not about to trust my life in the hands of who I don't know. But anyways, I'm getting used to that one, so I just take it easy now and cross, and after that whoever is driving can continue driving. So the next one is racial diversity. So before coming to Canada, before I came to Canada, I did my research though, but not on the level of racial diversity that exists in Canada, because I didn't think there were that much different races here. I felt it was mainly pure Canadians, and then maybe a few blacks, a few Indians, a few Chinese here and there. No, you guys, there are so many different nationalities, races in this country that's why they say Canada belongs to no man. All of us are immigrants, including the Prime Minister. Everybody is an immigrant, you get. So you have different races, like there are bulk of Chinese, bulk of Asians, Koreans, Japanese, bulk of Indians, bulk of Jamaicans, bulk of Nigerians, Africans, Ghanaians. So nobody is really having it at the highest number. It's like there's a balance somehow. Everybody has a good number of their own group of race, or their own people, or their own nationalities. So yeah, that's actually a good thing, but I was surprised when I found out too. Next one is DIY, do it yourself. So Canada lives a life of do it yourself. Everything is designed in a do it yourself way. So you could go buy a couch, for instance. You're going to go home with the couch maybe in a box, or go home with it in pieces or in parts, and then you have a manual and you have to fix it up yourself. You could buy a table, you could buy a bed. You have to fix everything yourself. You could also get someone to fix it, but that's some dollars, you guys. That's going to cost you money. So instead of trying to spend that money, you might as well just follow the manual and do the job. Next is after purchase tax. In fact, tax in general, you guys. So when I really was hot or heartbroken by how bad this taxing system is, because I've been hearing about it. I've discussed it with my man before, we've talked about it, but when it really hurt me, like the thing did me like heartbreak, was when I got my first paycheck on my job, and I could see what the gross pay is, and then I was now looking at the net pay. I'm like, what is going on here? Where is my money? Like, this is not what I worked for. I worked too hard to be going home with this. But it is what it is, you guys. So that's how it is. Like, taxing is a culture in Canada, it's a lifestyle. In Nigeria there is tax, but the taxing system is not as well detailed as here. It's not as well organized as here. What they will even collect in Nigeria, they will not even do anything for you. You pay tax, you still provide things for yourself. But here, people see what they do with the tax. They fix your roads, they provide basic amenities, there is constant power supply, you name it, things that keep life going. So most people don't mind. Even if you mind, you have to pay your tax. Nobody send you whether you want to mind or you don't want to mind. You don't have a choice. You just have to pay your tax. And the one I mentioned, which is the after purchase tax, is also on goods. So I'm speaking as regards to Ontario, you guys, because I've not lived in other provinces. I think there are some provinces where they don't tax on goods. I'm not very sure, but here in Ontario, anything you purchase, especially from the grocery store, you guys, you are going to be paying the Ontario 13% tax on each and every item. I'm telling you, it's not even funny. So let me just give you an instant, the one that will just vex you. Maybe you went to the store, okay, you just want to buy chocolate, you feel like munching on some, and you buy, say, Snickers. Okay, After you pay the fee for the sneakers, you still pay the tax on sneakers. You guys, sneakers, so chocolate sneakers, it's not even funny. Like, the tax is something else. It's like taxing takes a whole chunk from your earnings generally. Like, it shocked, really shocked me, and it didn't shock me in a good way, because I do not play with my money. And the next one, you guys, is tipping. So tipping is another culture here in Canada. You have to learn to tip. So when you go to a restaurant and someone serves you a meal, you know, you give them a tip, 5%, 10%, 15%, how much ever you wish to give. But yeah, it's a culture here. You have to tip. Most people that work as waiters, that's how they make extra money. So some of them are even low-key feeling entitled, but that's their personal cup of tea. It don't concern me. If you do face anyhow, I want to say I must tip you, I'm not going to tip you. Come and collect it from my pocket. Just kidding, but you guys, yes. The next one is a wide range of pet breeds. Okay, what I mean by this is there's literally pets in every household. No, I don't have one because I'm not really the biggest fan of cats and dogs, but there's literally pets in every other household that you see here in Canada, and dogs have rights as much as you. They respect these animals so much. So you see somebody on the road with stroller, I think it's a baby that is inside. Whoa, it's dog. Oh. They put the dog inside the stroller and they be strolling it, and the dog is happy and everybody's happy, and I'm wondering, is this how life is? Another thing that shocked me is Unwashed Converse. Yes, I will say it, you guys. These people know they wash Converse, so. And I'm not saying that as a way to shame them or something. I learned that most of them would rather just go and buy new shoes than wash their old Converse, like their old white Converse, because most people here wear white Converse. Instead of them to wash that one like we do back home, yeah, they just go and buy a new one. They'll keep wearing. It goes from white to milk to whatever color, but they barely wash. That's another thing. Not a good shock. I don't like those type of shock. Please unshock me with that. And the final one, you guys, the final one is waste management. See, if you're coming here to study or coming here to do anything, you have to add understanding the dynamics of waste management to your course. The thing is like waste management 101 is a whole course on its own, you guys, especially when you are living in homes, like residential homes, not condos or apartments. Because like for my old apartment, we had a chute, like you just throw your things there. You may not necessarily sort it the best way, but you just throw your things through. Here in Kingston, how we do it, there is a bin for paper recycle, there is a bin for bottle recycle, then there is the green bin for your compost, your food stuff and all that, and then you can use your black nylon for the garbage. So all these things you have to sort them, especially the recycle. If you mistakenly put paper with plastic, they will not carry it. I'm telling you guys, no jokes. So like what I mean is, for instance, when you buy drinks that are in Tetra Pak, you know, like 5 Alive, I think that's the best example. 5 Alive bottle, you know, it's paper, it's Tetra Pak, they call those packs. It's made of paper, but the cover part is plastic. So when you finish drinking it, you are expected to remove that cover part and put in plastic recycle, and then just leave the paper part for paper recycle. So if you dump it like that in paper recycle, they feel no carry ammo. The first time I took out trash here, they didn't pick it. They just put one paper for me to go and read or whatever, like go and jack and understand how waste management works. So it was from the next one that I started getting it right. When it says paper, it doesn't mean it's only paper, and it doesn't mean it takes all type of papers. When it says plastic, it doesn't mean it takes all types of plastic or all types of rubbers. Man, it's a lot. There's a lot to understand or a lot to go through, but thankfully for here in Kingston they have like an app, so at least you can use the app, you know, read through and see what you're supposed to be having your bin for the next day. They'll come and pick the bin because they pick once a week. So yeah, that's how it is, and at least we are getting it now. When you get to Rome, you behave like 6 to the 7th. Let me know in the comment section, did any of these things I mentioned shock you like it shocked me? Did they shock you at all? Anyone? 1, 2, 3, which of them shocked you? Which of them did you experience yourself? If you're already here in Canada, please let me know, you guys. I would like to learn more, so that if there are some that's going to shock me in future, maybe I'll prepare ahead from reading through you guys' comments. Okay, yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be seeing you guys in my next video. Please make sure that you've given this video a thumbs up, you guys. Come on now, you guys don't be viewing only. Yes, I wanted to say it. Why are you always viewing and then you can't like this? You can easily do this even while you're watching. You can easily do it even before you start watching. You can easily do it once you land on the video. Please give my video a thumbs up, okay? And so that YouTube will know that people like you and similar people are interested in this type of content, okay? And it will get to a larger audience as well. Please give my video a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what shocked you out of all the things I mentioned. Did anyone shock you? Did more than one shock you? Leave it in the comment section. I'm going to respond, okay? And be safe. I love you guys. See you in my next one. Bye.